In this video, I am going to give you 101 ways to increase or raise your vibration. And each technique will only take you maximum of 10 minutes or even less, right? So first of all, why even care about raising your vibration, right? So think of your mood as a radio frequency. When you are in low mood, for example, feeling sad, angry, or feeling stuck, you are tuned in into a low frequency station. On that channel, you can only experience matching low frequency things. For example, getting more problems, getting more frustrated, having even more low energy, right? So raising your vibration is simply changing the channel, right? When you are in a low mood, doing one of these 10-minute techniques can act as a powerful pattern interrupt. It stops the downward spiral and gives you back control of your life. And when you do it in general, you tune yourself to a higher frequency, which means you will feel more joyful, more gratitude, more creativity, more pleasant things will happen in your life, right? So from this state, you will feel better, make clearer decisions, and naturally attract better experiences. If you want to manifest any desires that you have, you generally have to be in a high vibrational state instead of being stuck in a low vibrational state, right? So for each of these 101 ways, I will first discuss how to do the technique or tool, and then I will tell you the why behind it so that you have an easier time convincing your rational mind to do it, right? So a quick disclaimer here is do not try to do multiple techniques at once. That's overwhelming. That can be very overwhelming for you, right? The goal is not to do all of them, but to find the one that works for you right now, right? So scroll through this list and pick the one that you feel is right or that you feel like doing, right? And simply do it. These are the tools. Use them whenever you need them, and you don't need to use all the tools. Just use the tool that you feel drawn towards, right? So let's start. So the first technique is 5-minute meditation. Sit down and focus your breath for 5 minutes. This works because it quiets a storm of negative thoughts, allowing your natural state of peace to surface in your mind, right? Next is box breathing. Inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4 counts, and exhale for 4 counts, and again hold for 4 counts. Do this for a minute. This pattern physically calms your nervous system, pulling you out of a flight or fight stress state, right? And the next is guided visualization. And the next technique is guided visualization. Listen to a 5-minute track of a peaceful scene. Your brain reacts as if you're really there, flooding your body with peaceful emotions of that scene. So you can search up clips on YouTube that you find aesthetically pleasing and pleasing to hear as well, right? So any music that calms you down and any video that you find aesthetically pleasing. For example, it can be a beautiful place, it can be forest, it can be hills, mountains, it can be a beach, it can be any video, right? You have YouTube, so use it, right? And next is 10-item gratitude list. Write down 10 specific things that you're particularly grateful for. It's impossible to feel both gratitude and despair at the same time, right? This forces a shift from lack to abundance. So I have talked a lot about gratitude on my channel, right? So it's not surprising that this ended up on the list. And the next is set a positive intention. Simply decide that you will choose to feel peace for the next hour. This gives your mind a clear positive command to follow instead of defaulting to old negative patterns. And the next tool is to simply repeat an affirmation. Say, I am worthy and capable 20 times. Repetition begins to override the negative subconscious beliefs that are holding your vibration down, right? And this may not be this particular affirmation. This can be any affirmation that directly fuels and directly is conducive to your goals. If money is your goal, if financial freedom is your goal, if it's your desire, then you can simply say, I have way more money than I can spend. Or you can say, I have way more money than I need. Right? So any affirmation that directly fuels your desires and goals, you can use it and repeat it for 20 times to feel better. Right? And the next is mirror work. Look in the mirror and say, I love you for 60 seconds. This directly confronts and dissolves feelings of self criticism, which is a primary source of low vibration. So if you're too harsh on yourself and if you're criticizing yourself too much, then you can use this technique to feel more worthy, feel more loved, right? And the next is to focus on one object. Stare at a plant or candle for 2 minutes, noticing every detail. This act of intense focus anchors you to the present moment, stopping anxiety about the past or the future. So if you're someone who's thinking a lot about the past or thinking or worrying about a lot about the future, this tool will help, right? And the next is to do a body scan meditation. Mentally scan your body from head to toe, noticing sensations. This reconnects your mind to your body and releases physical tension that you didn't even know that you were holding, right? Your body can store emotional pain, emotional energy, right? So this is the best way to release those unconscious feelings that has been stored within your body. And the next is to read an inspiring passage. Read one page from an uplifting book. This allows you to borrow the high vibration perspective and wisdom of the author, instantly lifting your own, right? And the next is to tear up a limiting belief. So what you need to do is write down a negative belief that you have. For example, I am not good enough, right? On a piece of paper and just rip it up. This physical act sends a powerful and symbolic message of release from that particular belief to your subconscious mind. This is one way of overcoming your limiting beliefs, right? And the next is to visualize your ideal day. Close your eyes for 5 minutes and feel the joy of your perfect day. Your nervous system responds to the imagined joy as if it is real, raising a vibration at this present moment. And the next is listen to instrumental music, right? So what you do here is you just close your eyes for 5 minutes and put on a classical or instrumental track. Music without lyrics can calm your mind without accidentally triggering negative thoughts or memories. And the next is to and the next is 478 breathing. So you inhale for 4 seconds, you hold your breath for 7 seconds, and you exhale slowly for 8 seconds. This technique is a natural tranquilizer for the nervous system, forcing your body into a deep state of relaxation. Right? So if you want to feel relaxed, here's your tool. And the next tool is to write 3 forgiveness statements. So you can write it as I forgive 3 times for yourself or others, right? This begins to release the incredible heavy, low vibrational energy of resentment and anger. Guilt, shame, anger, resentment, all of these are very lowest forms of vibrational frequency or emotional energy. You don't want these energies to exist within your mind or your body, right? So if you're having anger or resentment towards someone or even towards yourself, use this technique to forgive yourself or forgive others and let go and release that stored negative energy within. And the next is to unsubscribe from 5 email newsletters. So go to your inbox and unsubscribe from 5 junk lists. This clears digital clutter, which reduces background stress and gives you a quick win and feeling of control. This doesn't just apply to digital environment, it also applies to physical environment as well. Just start cleaning your room, clean your house, clean the place where you live the most, where you be the most, where you work the most, right? So cleaning things up is the best way to raise your vibration, and you can do it instantly, right? Just clearing up your table, just clearing up the place that you're working for a long amount of time, that in itself will raise your vibration, right? So you can do it for your physical environment, you can do it for your digital environment as well. And the next is to list 5 things you love about yourself. Write down 5 positive personal traits. This acts as a direct antidote to self criticism and floods your system with the high vibration of self appreciation. Again, if you're criticizing yourself, if you're being resentful towards yourself, you can do this to feel more worthy, more loved, and more compassionate towards yourself, right? And the next is to learn one new fact. So Google a 2-minute video on a topic that you're curious about. This shifts your brain state from emotional rumination, which is low vibe, to curiosity and learning, which is high vibration, right? Now, next we will talk about physical movements that involves your body to raise your vibration, right? So you can dance to a song, put on your favorite song and move freely, right? This breaks up the stagnant physical and emotional energy, releasing endorphins and instantly changing your mood. I use it regularly, right? And the next is to do 25 jumping jacks. Do 25 quick jumping jacks. This quick burst of cardio gets your blood flowing and serves as a pattern interrupt to a low mood. Another great tool that you can use. And the next is 60-second plank. Hold a plank position for 1 minute. This focuses your mind and builds a feeling of inner strength and stability. And the next is to do 10 push ups. on knees or toes, whatever feels comfortable for you, right? This connects you to your physical power and creates a feeling of accomplishment. Imagine you doing 10 push-ups. You can't help it but feel proud about yourself. You can't help it feel amazing after doing it. Try it out. Try it right now. Do 10 push-ups and see how you feel. You will feel better, right? And the next is to do 20 bodyweight squats. This grounds your energy into the earth and activates your body's largest muscles, releasing feel-good hormones, which is endorphins, right? And the next is to run up and down stairs. So if you have stairs nearby you, go up and down for 3 times, right? This quick high intensity burst floods your brain with oxygen and changes your state. For you to feel good, the best trick is to give your brain more oxygen. So you can do any cardio activity, anything that makes your heart pump blood faster so that more oxygen will be received by the brain, right? So best trick, put more oxygen in the brain and feel good, right? And the next is to have a 10-minute brisk walk. So walk quickly outside if possible. This rhythmic motion is meditative and it physically moves you out of the environment where you felt stuck. A brisk 10-minute walk is all it takes for you to raise vibration, right? And next we have a 5-minute full body stretch. Reach for the sky, touch your toes, twist your spine. This releases the physical tension where more emotions like stress and sadness get stuck within your muscles. I already explained it, right? And the next, you can literally shake your body, right? You can literally shake your arms, legs, and your whole body for 60 seconds. Animals do this to release trauma, right? It's a primal way to discharge negative energy and stress hormones. And next is forced laughter. Force yourself to laugh out loud for 60 seconds. Your brain doesn't know the difference and will release endorphins, often turning the forced laugh into a real one, right? And you can next watch a funny video, right? Find a short, funny clip online because laughter is one of the most highest vibrations, and this is a reliable shortcut to it. But the disclaimer or caution that I can give you is don't turn it into a doom scrolling session, right? Don't keep doom scrolling and don't just watch the video for 3 minutes and come out of it, right? Because if you go into the social medias like Instagram, Pinterest, whatever social medias you use, that app wants you to stay stuck. That app wants you to spend as much time as possible within that app, right? So just watch that funny clip and just come out of it. Once you feel better, just come out of the app and just do your tasks, right? Don't keep doom scrolling. That is the worst thing that you can do. And the next is to get 5 minutes of sunlight, right? So step outside and turn your face to the sun. Sunlight exposure is a natural mood booster that helps you produce vitamin D. Vitamin D is a natural mood booster. So the more vitamin D you have, the more better you feel. The lesser vitamin D you have, the worse you feel. Right? So it's very much essential for you to get sunlight so you can get vitamin D. By having more vitamin D, you'll feel better. Right? And the next is to splash cold water on your face. So by splashing icy cold water on your face, that triggers a mammalian dive reflex, which means it shocks your system and instantly slows your heart rate, halting panic or low moods. Right? So you can do this, or you can even take a cold shower, which is significantly better than this. Right? And next is to have a 5-minute scalp massage. Use your fingertips to massage your entire scalp, right? This stimulates your nerve endings and blood flow, releasing tension you carry in your head. Awesome. Take more massages. It will save your life, right? And the next is having a 5-minute hand massage. Use lotion and massage your own hands. This is a simple grounding act of self-care that calms your nervous system. And the next technique is for you to roll your shoulders up, back, and down 10 times, right? We hold this huge amount of stress on our shoulders. So this physically breaks up the tension, right? So typically stress gets stored the most in our shoulders and in our back of our head and at various parts of our body. So to release the stress that is getting stored in the shoulders, just rotate your shoulders up and down for 10 times. The stress that was held within the shoulders, it will get broken up and it will get released. And the next technique is for you to use a 5-minute sun salutation. Do a few rounds of the simple yoga flow. This connects your breath with your movement, creating a powerful flowing meditation, right? So this yoga technique is also called a Surya Namaskar. You can search it up on YouTube and you can do that yoga pose for like 10 minutes. That will all it will take to raise vibration, right? And the next is just you jumping up and down, right? So jump like 20 times like you are on a trampoline. This is a joyful childlike act that instantly boosts your energy and lymphatic flow, right? So just jump up and down for 20 times and you would have raised a vibration. You will feel better, right? And the next is to do a 2-minute power pose. Stand like a superhero, right? Hands on your hips, chest out for 2 minutes, right? This pose is proven to chemically boost testosterone, which thereby will improve your confidence and lower cortisol, which is a stress hormone, right? So, doing a power pose like this, it will raise your vibration, it will make you feel more confident about yourself, right? And the next technique is to gently roll your head from side to side. This releases the tension that builds up from staring at screens, which can contribute to a low vibrational state. You can just do this and relax your neck, relax your head, and you will feel better. Right? All of these techniques are very simple and easy to do. All you need to do is simply do it. Right? And the next technique is to light a favorite candle. Right? So light a candle with a scent that you love. Smell is directly linked to memory and emotion. So a good scent can instantly make you feel calmer and happy. And the next technique is you can use a diffuser with lemon and that particular smell will uplift you, right? It will make you more energetic. Or lavender, which can calm you down. Aromatherapy has a direct effect on the brain's limbic or even emotional center, right? Your brain's limbic center is the emotional part of your brain. So using aromatherapy as a way to calm you down to make you feel better, it's a good way to, it's a very quick way to fix the vibration and raise it up, right? And the next is to apply good scent on your wrists, right? Put a drop of essential oil on your pulse points, which is essentially these these part at your wrist. I don't know the specific body part name, but apply it over here and over here. This will create a personal scent bubble that you can inhale deeply from at any moment to ground yourself. So, right? So whenever you feel bad, whenever you feel worse, you can just do this and you will feel better, right? And the next is to listen to solfeggio frequencies, right? So you can play a 10-minute track of 528 hertz frequency, which is also called as a love frequency. And there are many other solfeggio frequencies that you can listen to that has different use cases, right? So if you're filled with negative energy and negative vibration, there's a particular frequency for that. If you want to feel more love, there's a particular frequency for that. So you can use these frequencies because these specific tones are believed to resonate at a cellular level, helping to promote peace, right? So you can use these frequencies, just close your eyes, put on your headphones, and just listen to it for 10 minutes, and you would feel better, right? And the next is to listen to classical music. Play a dynamic piece by Mozart or Vivaldi, right? The complex harmonious patterns of classical music can help organize a chaotic mind. So now the next technique is to listen to 5 minutes of nature sounds. So I personally like to listen to rain sounds whenever I walk, right? So you can play a track of rain or waves or birds, right? These sounds are low threat to our brains and signal that it's safer to relax, right? And the next is to mindfully eat one piece of fruit. So you can eat a strawberry focusing only on its taste, texture, and smell. This grounds you in a simple, pleasurable present moment experience. So, whatever fruit that you eat, just give your utmost attention and focus to it. Just look at it, look at its texture, feel its smell, and feel the taste, how it would taste, right? Because most of the time, we either stimulate ourselves with our headphone, with our phones, with our television. We either watch something whenever we eat, right? So, just focusing on what you eat and having immense focus on it will put you in a calmer state. And the next is to mindfully drink lemon water. So sip a glass of water with lemon, focusing on the taste. This will hydrate your body and it will ground you in a sensory act. So most of the time you feel low energy because you are dehydrated, right? So just drinking lemon water will hydrate you up and it will make you feel better. It will make you feel energized and fresh. And the next technique is for you to make and sip herbal tea. Right? So you can make a cup of chamomile or peppermint tea. The simple ritual of boiling water and sipping slowly is a mindful practice in itself, right? So don't use your phone, don't use any electronic gadgets. Just stay focused on the act of preparing the tea and simply sip and slowly sip the tea, looking at nature, looking at an object, but don't stimulate yourself, right? Make this entire process as relaxing as possible. Just try it out. Make some goddamn tea as slowly and as in an as relaxed state as possible. And the next technique is for you to step outside and take 10 deep, clean breaths. Fresh oxygen invigorates your system. Invigorates means energizing, right? So it invigorates your system, and the change of scenery breaks your state, right? So step outside, your environment is changed, and take 10 deep breaths, and that will make you energized. That will make you more energized, more alert, more active, and it will raise your vibration. And the next technique is for you to look at beautiful art, right? So you can find a piece of art either online or in a book and just look at it for 3 minutes. Appreciating beauty for its own sake is a high vibrational act that can pull you from your problems. Just look at beautiful things and appreciate it, right? And the next is you can stare at a nature photo. Find a high resolution photo of a forest or a beach and imagine you are there, right? This is a form of micro vacation that tricks your brain into a relaxed state. You can try it all of this. It works. I have tried this out, right? All techniques just take 10 minutes or even less. All you need to do is simply do it, right? And the next is to clear one surface. Tidy, tidy up just your desk or just the kitchen counter. Physical clutter creates mental clutter, so clearing one small space gives you an immediate feeling of peace and control, right? And the next is to make your bed. If you didn't in the morning, do it right now. This is a simple act of self respect that creates a pocket of order and calm in your environment. And the next thing you can do is put on a favorite outfit, right? So you can change into clothes that make you feel amazing. How you dress directly affects how you feel. This is called enclothed cognition, right? So put on the attire, put on the outfit that you love to wear. That will give you the confidence, that will give you the energy that you need to feel better, right? And the next is to just open a window. So literally open a window, even if it's cold, for at least 2 minutes. This lets out the stagnant low vibrational energy and lets in fresh new energy. In Eastern traditions, this is called prana or chi, right? So you need to let out the bad chi out of your space and let fresh chi or prana come into you. Our entire quantum field, our entire universe is filled with chi or prana. So I don't want to talk in deep about it. I'll make another video if you want about that, right? And the next is to buy or pick one flower. Place a single flower on your desk because having a focal point of natural living beauty is an instant passive vibration raiser, right? So having a just natural plant or flower within your room, within your working space can work wonders for you, right? And the next is to wrap yourself in the softest blanket that you have for 5 minutes. Engaging your sense of touch is a comforting way to soothe your inner child and nervous system. So you can invest in blankets, literally, right? And the next is to clean your phone screen. Use a cloth to wipe your phone and computer screen. This is a small symbolic act of clearing your vision and removing a layer of grime, right? So if you use your mobile too much, if you use screens too much, if you use your desktop or if you use a laptop too much, just wipe out the screen, just clean the screen, right? Because every day you use it, you stare into it, you look into it. So just cleaning that up is like clearing your vision, and that will make you feel better, right? And the next is to water your plants. Take 5 minutes to check and water your house plants, right? Connecting with and nurturing other living beings connects you to the vibration of life and growth, right? And the next technique is to touch and natural texture. Hold a smooth stone, touch tree bark, or feel a leaf, right? This grounds your energy, connecting you directly to the stable and powerful energy of the earth. And the next thing you can do is you can organize your desktop, right? So drag all your desktop files into one to sort folder. Digital clutter create the same mental stress as physical clutter, right? So this gives you instant visual peace. As I said, your physical environment and your digital environment needs cleaning. It needs organization, right? If you get it cluttered, either it be physical environment or digital environment, your mind will also be cluttered. You'll also feel the lack of clarity when you think, when you make decisions. It will mess up your thinking, right? So whether it be your digital space or your physical space, keep it clean and tidy and keep it organized, right? And the next thing you can do is turn on a salt lamp. So you can switch on an Himalayan salt lamp. You can go to Amazon and you can buy it, right? This warm pink orange glow is incredibly soothing and creates a gentle, calm atmosphere. Go to Amazon and buy a Himalayan salt lamp. It's great, right? It gives you that calm, like when you stare into it, when you stand into that lamp, you can't help but feel calmer, more relaxed, right? So I've used it. It is great. And the next thing you can do is you can send a thank you text, right? So send a text to someone telling them why you appreciate them. Gratitude is one of the fastest ways to raise your vibration, and sharing it doubles the effect, right? And the next is you can send a thinking of you message. So whenever you think of someone, you can text it, right? So you can text a friend about a good memory you both share, right? This act of positive connection reminds you of good times, and it also strengthens a bond, making you both feel good, right? This directly helps you improve your relationships, and it also helps you improve your vibration, right? And the next thing you can do is you can give a genuine compliment to someone, right? You can compliment a coworker, a barista, or even a stranger, right? So to give a compliment, you must first look for the good, right? Which shifts your own focus to the positive from the negative. And the next is to let someone else go ahead in line, right? So purposefully let someone in line go before you. This small selfless act shifts you from a me perspective to a we perspective, which feels abundant, right? And the next is to just leave a positive comment. So if you're watching this video, just make sure to leave down a positive comment, right? So when you leave a positive comment, when you leave a kind, supportive comment on a social media post, that injects positive energy into the digital world instead of just passively consuming, right? That also puts you in a better mood. And the next is to pet your dog or cat if you have one, or even if you're a stray cat or a stray dog, you can pet it, right? So spend 5 minutes just petting your animal without using your phone and giving it complete focus and attention, right? The physical contact and their unconditional love are scientifically proven to lower stress and blood pressure. And the next is to play fetch for 10 minutes. So if you again have a pet, you can engage in simple, joyful play with your pet. Their pure present moment joy is infectious and pulls you into the high vibrational state. This also applies to babies as well. You can play with a baby if you have one, or whenever you find a baby, just make sure to put your full attention, put your full focus on the baby and play with it, right? Because naturally, babies are high vibrational beings rather than adults, because we adults, we go through the conditioning process and we put on the self-limiting beliefs on ourselves. But babies are pure, right? They are high vibrational beings. So playing with them will put us in a much better state, right? And the next is to give a 20-second hug. So hug a loved one for full 20 seconds. This is the minimum time required to release oxytocin, which is the love hormone in both of you. So you can do this to raise vibration, right? And the next is to write a 2 sentence appreciation note. So leave a sticky note for a family member. This is a physical lasting gift of high vibrational energy that they will find later. It puts you in a high vibrational state, and it puts your loved one in a high vibrational state as well. So it's a win-win for both. And the next is to smile at five strangers, right? So make eye contact and genuinely smile at five people. A smile is a high vibrational offering. It often gets reflected back to you, creating a positive loop. Simple, right? And the next is you can donate $5 online, or you can give it to someone physically as well, right? Find a cause you like and make a small donation. This act of giving powerfully shifts your mindset from I don't have enough to I have enough to share, right? That's a very powerful mindset shift. And the next is hold the door open. take an extra 10 seconds to consciously hold a door for someone. It's a simple mindful act of service and courtesy, which is a high vibrational state, right? And the next is to just look at a photo of a loved one. This can be your wife, this can be your children, this can be your best friend, it can be whoever that you love, right? So pull up a photo that makes you happy and feel the love. This lets you tap into the high vibrational feeling of love on demand, right? And the next is to just make tea or coffee for someone. This is just a simple act of service. This doesn't necessarily mean to put tea or coffee for someone. This can be you helping someone, helping them move a particular thing. This can be anything, right? Any physical action that you can do to help someone or do a service to someone, right? So just offering to make a drink for a partner or a colleague, that simple act of service shifts your focus from your own problems to someone else's comfort, right? And the next is to just grab a pen and just let it move on the paper. You have no goal over here. You can just scribble, you can just draw anything that comes to mind, right? This non-judgmental act of creation bypasses your inner critic and calms your mind. This is a wonderful technique that you can use to raise your vibration. And the next is to write a 6 word story, right? So sum up your feeling in 6 words. For example, you can say, felt low, danced, now I'm not, right? Now, this is a fun, creative challenge that helps you frame and process your feelings. The next is to write a 3 line haiku. So, write a 575 syllable poem about your current moment, right? So, this forces you to find small, beautiful details in your immediate surroundings. Don't use ChatGPT, just use your creativity to write a small 6 word poem that represents how you feel at this present moment, right? And the next is to color for 10 minutes. Like this, these are the activities that small children do. And the reason small children, babies are so enthusiastic, so high vibration, it is because of these activities. They let their creativity run wild, right? So use a coloring book or an app. This simple, repetitive, simple motion is highly meditative and it calms the amygdala, which is your brain's fear center, right? And the next is to sing your favorite song out loud. Belt it out even if you're off key, right? Singing is a physical act that uses your breath and vibrates your whole body, releasing emotion. So no, no one cares whether you suck or not. You can just go to your room, lock the door, and just sing for like 5 to 10 minutes, and you will feel better, right? And the next is to hum a tune for 2 minutes. So just close your mouth, even if you can't sing, close your mouth and just hum. This physical vibration in your chest and throat is self soothing and stimulates the vagus nerve, which calms you, right? And the next is to brainstorm 10 fun ideas. So you can list 10 fun, low cost things that you would like to do this month. This shifts your focus from your current problems to future possibilities and joy, right? And the next is to take one artistic photo. So you can use your phone to find one interesting shot of an everyday object, right? This forces you to change your perspective and look for the beauty right where you are, right? And the next is to and the next is for you to write for 5 minutes without stopping or judging. You can write literally anything that is in your mind, right? This brain dump gets the looping negative thoughts out of your head onto the paper and you will feel better, right? And the next is to burn a worry note, right? So write down a major worry and then safely burn that paper. This is a powerful physical ritual of release that signals to your mind that the worry, that the problem is gone, right? And the next is to do a 2 minute brain dump, right? So you can quickly list all of your to dos and tasks that you have yet to complete that you're procrastinating about, right? So this gets all the mental tabs out of your head, freeing up energy and stopping the stress of trying to remember everything. Having a to do list is the best way to avoid mental clutter, right? If you have too much tasks, just lay it down on a piece of paper so that it will free your mind. I have done this so many times that I lost count, right? So this is the one technique I use whenever I feel overwhelmed about the amount of tasks that I need to do, right? Because I have videos to script, I have videos to edit, I have videos to record, I have my free community that I need to manage, I have clients, I have potential leads that I need to follow. I have sales calls. Like being an entrepreneur, you have so many things that you need to do, right? So make sure you have a clear to-do list that you can follow. It not necessarily means that you need to check it off. Just putting all the tasks that you have in your head onto a paper, that itself is so much freeing. It feels so much, it feels better, right? Because you don't need to put mental stress to remember every single task that you need to do. So this is a good, powerful, great technique that I use personally, right? And the next is to yell into a pillow. So grab a pillow and let out a frustrated yell, right? This physically releases the pent up energy of anger or frustration in a safe and harmless way. You can do it. If you feel so much anger and resentment and annoyance, you can do this technique, right? And the next is to take out the trash. Gather the trash from your space and just take it out. This is a simple physical metaphor for releasing what no longer serves you, right? And next is you can delete 10 old photos. And a better version of this technique is just clear out your gallery, right? You don't need unnecessary photos cluttering up your gallery. So go to your phone and delete 10 photos that you don't need. This is a digital form of letting go that clears out old and stagnant energy, right? And the next is to tidy your wallet or purse. Throw out old receipts and organize your cards. This brings a sense of order and respect to your money, which is a form of energy, right? And the next is you can write out a thank you note to the universe. So write a note as if you've already received what you want. This aligns your energy with the feeling of already having your desires, right? And the next is to rearrange three items on a shelf. So you can move three books or objects around. A small, simple change in the physical environment can break a stale, stuck mental energy. So you can literally just move things around, make it more organized, and you will feel better, right? And then you can next put your phone on do not disturb mode. Actively turn on do not disturb mode for 10 minutes. This creates an intentional sacred boundary of peace, telling the world and yourself that your calm is a priority. So whenever you are focused, whenever you're working, whenever you are in a flow state inducing activity, just turn on the D&D mode, right? Because it's a game changer. It makes sure that you're not distracted. Because whenever you're distracted, whenever you distract yourself because of the notifications, that creates up mental energy, right? That uses up mental energy, and that lowers the vibration. So this mode is a very helpful tool for you to use to make sure that you are in high vibration and you don't sink into low vibrational states of annoyance, overwhelm, stress, worry. Because honestly, notifications pull your vibration down, right? Because they make you exhausted, they make you overwhelmed, they put stuff that you don't need in your mind, right? So you can use that mode. So you can use that mode to make sure you don't sink into lower vibrational states. And we have the last final actions that I have for you, right? So these are quick actions that you can do to make you feel better. So you can either drink a full glass of water, right? Because dehydration is a massive and often hidden cause of low energy, fatigue, and bad moods. So literally drinking water like this will make you feel better, right? And next is you can eat one square of dark chocolate, because mindfully eating one square of dark chocolate contains chemicals that can boost mood and release pleasure enhancing endorphins. So, dark chocolate is a very popular food that many people use to better the mood, right? And the next is to find five beautiful things. So, look around you and name five beautiful things that you can see right now. This instantly trains your focus to find the positive, which is always present, right? And the next is to list three things that went well. Mentally or on paper, list three wins from your day. This counters our brain's natural negativity bias by forcing it to focus on the success rather than failures, right? So the next is you can watch a 2 minute inspiring video on YouTube. You can just search it up on YouTube and you can watch it to feel better, right? And then you can play your hype song. I use this, right? So play that one song that makes you feel invincible. This has a pre-programmed positive association in your brain, acting as a shortcut to a confident state. And the next is for you to write down one goal for tomorrow, right? Write down one small achievable thing for tomorrow. So this gives you a sense of purpose and positive anticipation, ending your day on a forward-looking note. You can actually look forward to finishing that goal and imagine yourself feeling better after you complete that particular goal you set for tomorrow, right? And the next is hand on heart. Close your eyes and place your hand on your heart and take 3 deep breaths, right? This physical act connects you to your body, calms your nervous system, and centers you in self love. When you place your hand on your heart, that means you are being compassionate on yourself, right? You are telling it's okay. You are well, all is well, right? So just take your hand, put it on your heart, take 3 deep breaths, and you will feel better. So that's it. Those are the 101 ways that you can use to make yourself feel better and raise your vibration, right? So that's it from me. Now remember, you don't need to do all of them, right? You just need one. So the next time you feel low, just pick one tool from this list and give yourself 5 minutes, right? You always have the power to shift your energy. You just need to use the right tool or technique and make yourself feel better, right? So that's it from me. Check out the link in the description to find this document. All the documents I use, I posted in my free community, so make sure you join. And in my community, I also have a free abundance course, which is very detailed and it will help you in everything from shifting from the scarcity frequency to the abundance frequency and live a life filled with abundance. So, like if you want more clients, I help you to do that. If you want more love, I help you to do that. Like I teach you the principles of abundance and how you can shift from scarcity frequency to the abundance frequency. That's it. So that's it from me. So check out the link in the description and I will see you in another video.